It's Week 5 of the 2026 season. And coming up, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Seahawks and the Giants. All that and more coming up next.
Clear across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll start out on the ground in Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On 1st down, Hurts. And his pass, incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
Let's go now.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Second and 9 now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Yeah, they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The Seahawks are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on him in a hurry.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the lead will hold at 10.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're dead.
He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Seattle, 54 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They were zooming past that number there. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Walker once more, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, it's Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. We just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Well, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It was pretty evident in reading everything, hearing these guys talk, that this was a deal they wanted to get done. They know how valuable he is to this team.
Absolutely a key component to what they do and what they do well. And if they want to continue to have success in the future, they knew they needed him, and they got the deal done.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, the end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him up already in this opening half.
So we've reached halftime.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Taken at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second and 4. He completes this to Walker.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring us to a third and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They're going to look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Another pass complete to Bellinger. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Hurts throw brought in by Bellinger. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing is Hurts. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run till...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They throw right away, and the ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
Second down and goal. Hurts. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far. But you got to figure, when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect on that one.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. They go play action here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throw out wide to Walker.
A solid stiff arm. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Walker. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Back to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown. Kenneth Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. He is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get up. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Check. Unlock line.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. A beautiful fake.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovered? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. Now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Dancing to his left.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column. In their lead here this 4th quarter. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's able to get out to the 32, run down there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Up the middle with Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a shot taken on It's going to wind up incomplete. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And out now come the Seahawks. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Willis. And Walker with it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate. It was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Willis now off of play action. He'll buy some time right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Okay, ready?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Willis will look to throw on first down. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Willis will try and throw for this. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
What's the deal, y'all?
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Again, it's Barkley. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all like a